Hello and welcome back to CK2 Geheimnisnacht with our Chaos Dwarven campaign, and I want to start this off with a very minor announcement. I assume most of you guys already know, but there have been some announcements made by Paradox, and one of them is for Stellaris, which will be released 9th of May. Stellaris is of course the new flagship title from Paradox, which is basically a 4X space game with a, well, very typical Paradox take on it. So it does, so far what I've seen, it reminds me a bit of CK2, EU4, Heartsfire, and not really Heartsfire actually, but you know, it's clearly a Paradox game. Really excited. There's the 9th of May. It will be in about less than 2 months from now, actually. And of course, Total War has been delayed by a month, so that is now going on the 24th of May. So just 3 weeks after that, we're looking at Total War, and the 6th of June we have got Hearts of Iron 4. So basically the month of May is going to be a very expensive month, because the only 3 games I wanted to play this year get released within a 1 month of time. So yes, this is going to be fun for the channel, because all 3 of them will be present. Alright, so, but we are now playing CK2, so, you know, let's actually play some CK2. Right, we've got ourselves a little island, which I wanted to keep, and let's start with increasing that. That should have given, yeah, there it goes, it should still update. Good, let's run. Alright. Okay, so I just need to take a second to get myself back into things. We've got a minor war against this kid, which somehow links it to there. Well, stuff happens. And I believe I've got a truce with you. So that means it don't have a truce with you. That means I should really start making preparations of invading your little island. You can muster about 3k troops, I can muster about 5k, but I'm looking at my fleet levies, which are a bit on the low side of things. Yeah, we're not going to go gazing, because last times we checked that I believe I lost a point in learning or something along those lines, and we lost some gold, which is not really high on my list of things to do, and if gazing is unnecessary, I will keep it unnecessary. It is that simple. Now, do I even have a cool spell out against you? I believe I just go for a simple. That's amazing. My phone is on quiet and it's still forcing messages. You know the worst thing is? The really worst thing is, this isn't not even a message, it's an app that pretends to be a fucking message. I need to take a look at that, because I most definitely did not allow it to do that. Anyway, got a little bit of tech. So what have we got? We have some crowd authority. Seems right about now nice. Actually, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But whatever. So the unlanded sun is gonna stay for a while. So I'll take the main island. He will take the off island, I guess. It's a bigger island. Probably split it in 2. Anyway, looking at things, we need a claim if I want to gain land here, which is a bit annoying. So slave raid it is, because I believe... What are you doing? You are, let's see, in Iberia fabricating claims. Where the f is that? Iberia. Oh, you already are fabricating the claims. Alright, no, never mind. I'm guess I already figured that little problem out. That's what you get when there's about 7 days between recording sessions, and I don't really watch back my videos as much as I perhaps should. Well, that's a bit annoying, but I'm not gonna sit idle and, you know, not claim a couple of slaves. Mind over body, mind over body. These slave pens are done upgrading. We'll so take a bite out of that territory. Well, not really the territory. You know what I mean. I wish you could. I still wish there was a way to easily convert a local culture, as it is, right? All of it is ruled by Chaos Dwarves, so the culture should be flipped around to the locals as well. Then again, I don't think there is a way to do it in this mod, at least. And there is no way to expedite. Expedite? Is that even a word? Speed it up in this in CK2 at all. There are a couple of mods that introduced the concept of culture converting. I believe the Elder Kings has done it to settle or colonize, they called it. And I believe there's a similar system in the Middle Earth mod. And most mods don't bother with culture because it's not that important. So what do I get? Alright. Nothing really changed, I believe. Anyway, I still need somehow... I think I've got a problem here. Because I do have a claim, right? Yeah. So why the hell can I not declare war on you? I have a valid casus belli. Like, seriously, why the hell do I not... whatever. Yeah, well... That's a lot of gold. That's nice, actually, to have that much gold come in. Let's see... Well, tax spread rate seems to be a nice thing. Some more heavy inventory. What are we looking at here? Well, we're looking at no money. Yeah, no, I could have just bought a thing. Thanks, brain. Thanks for joining me in that conversation. Let's see, 32. We're 43 here. Whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. We cannot. I still am confused for the fact that it cannot attack it. If this continues the way it is, look. So the first things first, right? We apparently can take the islands, so we'll be taking the islands. And like I said in one of the first 2 years, I wanted to build here as soon as possible because I was afraid of the big scary snake, which was not that scary, not that big. That sounded oddly sexual. If I cannot leave these islands after I've taken them, I will force myself into one of the other nations by the magic of, well, godly magic. Also better known as the console. I prefer not to do it, but if it's a necessary evil to obtain a future for this series, I am not backing down. Anyway, that's a lot of heavy infantry. I like it. I'll take the heavy infantry. Still got a new administration. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Let's see. Goblin Horde? Where the hell did they come from? Look, I don't mind if they take over a chunk of land, because that just means more slave raid targets for me. Wow, we are gaining forces out of just from everywhere. Let's take a look. We are just getting it so slowly. Temple shipyard requires shipbuilding at least 3. Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Military organization is nice. Do we have any cavalry? Don't really think so. Light infantry, we'd have a lot of it. Siege equipment is always nice. Oh, we've got enough to stick to cavalry. Settle my horse. So it's a cavalry. What does upgrade for me. Light cavalry, heavy cavalry, cavalry, horse archers, warbeasts. I don't think I've got any of those. I could be mistaken for the fact that bull centaurs are the heavy cavalry. So we do have heavy cavalry. Let's see. Recognize my virtues and all the virgin. I to be blessed having a hierophant who is a devout teacher. Sure, I guess so. Are there any minor titles that I can give out? Caparis, regions? Nope. Right. This time will not escape me. I can actually not wait for this mod to be updated to the latest version, but I heard murmurings that they're gonna skip a version. Just happens, you know. Same thing, but development is active, don't worry about it, just, you know, downgrade your CK2 versions. Also, I don't know about Elder Kings, because I'm not as active on those forums. I'm a lurker, by the way, I don't really type that much. I think they're still working on it. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they do. So don't quote me on that one. I do know they're still working on the Middle-earth project, but I believe they're rewriting it from scratch because systems got broken quite severely, and the decision was made to start working from scratch, especially because some new mechanics got introduced which fixed some problems they had, but broke some different things they had. You know, it's a clusterfuck. Or a clusterfuck, whatever you want to call it. You know what? Let's go for slave raid on board. You know, we're going to mainland, I guess. This makes more sense to me. Yeah, we're not going to call on any allies. So we're going to raise the fleet, all of it. Okay. Now let's see how much I can transport at a time. Alright, that's one. I should have already raised my army in the meantime. I might be actually able to transport nearly everything in one fell go. One fell. Well, that's always fun. Game crashing. Let's see what we lost. Now, normally I would not do it like this, but that's the advantage of my new recording software, that I can actually just crash the game and continue in one recording, not having to cut anything out. But it is annoying, nonetheless. Now you're looking at the little launcher there. I am actually loading the game, but that is a splash screen, which is, you know, basically a frozen game. No, OBS is actually not picking up new game capture. That's mildly annoying. There we go. Let's take the latest autosave. That's what you get with mods, they're not always stable. Especially in multiplayer. I believe this one is actually a bitch in multiplayer. Or as unstable as they get, so. I can check with the ships how far we are behind. I think we are roughly at the same point. Don't care about important decisions. Right, so let's retry that. Declare the war, slave raid on Typhlos. And raise everything. Alright. Whoops, just launched that. Ah, there it is. So that's how far we were behind. I guess he must be weak at the moment. Yeah, he's not that strong, at least. Alright, so merge you guys up. If I take out you, load you onto the ships. And let's facilitate this little invasion of ours. Okay. And that is a smart idea of him to start landing troops on my ground, because I've got a lot more on his. Oh wow, you're not even landing troops, man. I don't know what you landed, but that's clearly not troops. Alright, you can call on allies, vessel levies raised too long. I should actually not have raised those guys. And I think those fleet guys can actually, you know, I could turn them down already. You know what, it's actually not a bad idea to just do that, because I just needed them for the transport, so they have no function right now. I'm just here to take some slaves. That's it. Nothing spectacular. So, I believe get one more level in factory, which would be rather nice to have, and then we're gonna go for the slave levies. I guess it takes a fucking dump on our light infantry morale, but just the amount of sheer numbers it adds I think it's worth it. I haven't thoroughly tested this, but I do believe it's worth it. Oh my god, you can't even siege this down. Bad times, man. But you can't siege that one down. It's weird. Like, naval combat is like non-existent in CK2. Like, Jesus. Last choice of words. That's, you know, I don't know why they never bothered, because there must have been naval combat during this period. Not much, perhaps, and most of it must have been, I guess, in the Mediterranean, because this was lots like calmer seas. No, actually, it does make kind of sense when you think about it. The age of sail is, well, we're started, I believe, around 1400s. Give or take, a couple of hundred years. I don't know when the exact age of sail, I believe I started around 1500. But the focus on exploration, larger ships, all that kind of stuff. Huge chaos dwarven factories. Nice. Very nice. Let's take a look, by the way, at something completely unrelated, which is red news. We are at a very small number. And what I could do is once again make the only heavy cavalry, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. I think I'm gonna balance a 150, 100, 100. And that might well actually be a good balance. It's about 150 ranged versus 100. Actually might work. I don't know the exact numbers to work with here. Okay. Just waiting on these sieges to happen. Shame that they didn't decide to implement the Catholicism system in here. They should have done it for every religion, because it just makes sense to, especially for religions like these. I should have made a magic item. Wait, I'm losing money? That's the first. The amount of damn cash I'm getting. Generating that much money. There's literally no way for me to increase my monthly income actually right now. So what I could do, right, is swap out my capital at some point, and also continue slave raiding and start dumping them in other lands. Then again, now I am wondering, can I block their progress back on? Who knows? I'm so peeved that I got a claim on this and it's not giving me the chance to get on the mainland. Is it because it's just too far away and it's something they fixed, or how does it work? Or is it a weak claim? No, it's a strong claim. So it is. It's a perfect claim. Why is it not working? You know, that's not good for the trade goods. Yeah, just 50 gold. Oh, damn it. Damn snake's worth nothing. It's worth nothing. How slow are these sieges? I am running at a little bit of a slower speed because I am... Well, I noticed a few problems, so... 2 more months, so... I did up my siege equipment, so it should be better. Did you upgrade all your castle fortifications? Let's see. This scum, throw them in the furnaces. Take them as slaves, burn the land. Let's see what we got. Only one? Damn. Sell them in slavery though. 100 gold, that sounds like something lovely. So I need about 1500 gold, I believe, for the ultimate weapon that you can craft. How old am I? I am not at risk of dying, because I believe also Chaos Sorcerer gives me plus 15 health. Then I got plus 2 from this, and then I got plus 25. That means I can get very old. Very old, actually. The crystal doesn't really do much for me, but... actually doesn't do anything for me. Also, we're hunting. For some reason. Not that I need it, but it's just... You know what? You know what we should do? I'm gonna go for scholarship. I'm gonna activate a fun event chain. That one. Little observatory. It's cheap. I could summon a demon. I am afraid that that demon will be the end of me. And I'm not really in the mood to die. As far as I know, summoning demons can lead to your death. So, now the big question is, can he... What are you doing here? Are you still trying to convert this shit? Right. Wrong religion. Yeah. Anyway. As far as I know... Okay, he can leave. That is silly, because there's an entire fleet blocking his progress. Well, he cannot seize my capital, so... At least I believe he can't. We've got... 2 point... Oh, he should be able to, actually. No, not anymore. There's not a levy there to block it. This is just... This is not even... whatever. He'll take 3, I'll take everything. Like, really, I'll take everything. Ooh, I feel sneeze coming up. That odd sensation in your nose. Ugh. Speaking of odd sensations, damn, we're losing a lot of money. Yeah, it is annoying. Of course, there's nothing much raid-wise in these provinces. I didn't even pick this one clean. Well, then again, there's barely anything here. Here, however, there is about 40 ducats left. A little bit of learning. See what we can get out of it. So the slaves get motivated. We're still gonna throw these in the furnaces directly, and I'll want the modifier for 5 years, just some more tax and everything. And I'm continuing the siege because of the money available here. Besides, I need to keep the war score up as well. Interesting thing though is, let's go and take a look. Oh, I can't do that at the same time. The biggest chunk of army we've got here is, I believe, this. And we're looking at a 3.1. Okay, so we can actually move the army across if I wanted to, if it became desperate or something. Let's see. I'm winning the war. Hey, you think that? That's so cute. You're winning the war. No, not really, mate. I'm sorry to announce it, but you're actually losing. You might not have noticed it yet, but I have. I just need to loot and burn the temple, I believe. Yeah, I got all the time in the world, and with that, I'm actually gonna end the video. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.